Hello, everybody. Welcome fucking back to the fucking podcast. It's been a while. It's been a long while. It's your boy, Master Damie.
This is Robbie Ray,
And it's been like we said, it's been a while, but we're back.
and
We're,
you can see us.
yeah, you can see us. Yeah, definitely. You can see us. And now, um, today, we're still on sports. We're talking about the deadline. It just happened. It ended what? Time's up there. Nine. It's ended what, like 9 hours ago? Yeah, right? 12 o'clock our time.
Yep.
So, yeah, it ended 9 hours ago. Crazy trades. Starting off with, the biggest one of them all, Harden
Yeah.
going to Philly for Ben Simmons. I mean, we haven't seen Ben Simmons play all year, but still young, still got a lot to prove in the league. I think personally,
For sure. I
yeah,
mean, the fact that he can't shoot, like
right. He can't shoot. I mean,
he needs to prove that for sure.
last year he was it was last year, right, when he choked in the playoffs. I don't even think he played in the fourth quarter. Right, they benched him for the
Yeah.
fourth quarter in the playoffs. Like,
The free throws, right?
yeah, it's mind
Yeah.
boggling, right? He's your 1A or 1B guy counting Embiid, right? And this guy's sitting in the fourth quarter. Like, I mean, what?
Yeah.
I honestly, leading up to it, like when I woke up this morning, I looked at my phone and I seen, Embiid. I mean, not Embiid, Harden for Simmons, and I was like, well, it was like the weird thing was it was like, all right, like they're talking about it, and then it was like, oh no, it's not happening. Even Steve Nash is saying like, oh, it's not happening. Like James Harden, no one's going anywhere. And then you wake up and it's just like, dude. Next day it's like, oh, Harden's pushing for a trade, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, yeah, it's done. If Harden is saying he doesn't want to be there, like, there's no point of keeping him around.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I think you already knew the Nets. Someone was leaving.
Oh,
You know,
definitely,
they
yeah.
weren't going to stay together. So, um, as far as that trade is concerned, I feel like Nets got a steal, to be
Oh,
honest.
definitely. You got Drummond, you got Curry brother, and then you
Hmm.
get Ben Simmons,
And then two first round picks too.
for
So
uh,
like I
yeah.
I don't even understand the two first rounders. I
Yeah.
think with the three players and Harden, that's enough.
Oh, I
Like
think
that trade was
I
solid.
think you could have just swapped the two guys and would have been like, all right, that's like me personally would have been like, all right, that's a fair trade, Even though
Oh,
Harden
for
is a
sure.
better shooter and probably the better player, I would have still been like, well,
Yeah,
Simmons
for
is
sure.
younger, he's more, he's gonna give you more years. But I
Oh,
don't,
definitely.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It was just so weird to add all that extra stuff into it. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea why. I don't know if I would have to look into their contracts and everything like that.
Yeah, it had
Money
to be,
wise,
yeah,
maybe that's why they had to do it, right?
yeah. That's
I
that's
feel like
what.
that's a lot of money for Harden, and then maybe not so much for Ben
Yeah,
Simmons. I
and
mean,
then
if he's still on his rookie contract, right, or no?
he might be past that. He's been in the league for a while. What was
I don't
he?
know.
What class was he? Was he with Lonzo? No, he was with.
I think he was before Alonzo.
He was number. Oh, he was Ingram, right? It was
Yeah.
Simmons and then Ingram. Yeah, so he's
Hmm.
what, five. Maybe he might still be on his rookie contract. Actually, might
Yeah.
be. It's like 4 or 5 years. Yeah. So yeah. I mean,
Right. So maybe money wise with Seth Curry and then Drummond probably might they might have had to throw some extra guys in there, but I mean I'm thinking Simmons for like with Seth or Drummond, which should have been fine, but they
oh,
added a lot more.
those two picks are just like, even if even if the Sixers are still going to be a team to be reckoned with in the next, were they the 2 years, was it this year and next year's pick or whatever, even then first
Mhm.
round picks, I mean, you even if even if it's a 20th pick, you're still getting a solid player, I would think,
Oh, for
overall.
sure. I mean, if you look at Tatum,
Yeah,
like look how many guys got picked over him, and
yeah,
then now how he's doing with the Celtics.
yeah. You
Like
just don't know
you
what
just
you're.
never know.
Yeah,
You
you just
never
don't
know.
know who you're getting, what you're getting from
Especially
them.
with basketball, first round picks are huge
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
you get some talented guys with those,
Yeah, you can
and
just get.
you could trade up
Yeah,
too,
and it doesn't,
like
like, even
easily.
in the
So
20s, like, you might not get a superstar, but you can get a guy that's going to be in your starting five and impact the game, like,
oh,
immediately.
definitely
Like, like, I mean, the Lakers got Kuzma at 27, and look at him now.
right.
Like, he's The Wizards are like, yeah, nobody's touching this guy. Him and
Yeah,
Beal, you can have anybody on a roster, but him and Bradley Beal, and they're untouchable. It's just
dude,
like,
I take him over Westbrook right now.
oh, I wish we could go back in time and take that back. All right, let's move on to that since we're bringing that up, right? Oh,
Hey, that's
okay.
why I brought it up. That's
All
why I
right,
brought it up.
the Lakers, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a disaster, right? We're Laker fans, obviously, so we get it up close and personal. But like, all right, obviously this Westbrook trade has not worked out, right? It hasn't worked out.
Definitely
The
not.
contract's
Not
too
yet.
big.
Not yet. Not yet.
I mean, we'll see. All right, I'm gonna give it. We saw, maybe after the All-Star break, everything will just reset, But
Maybe he just needs a break.
maybe
Maybe he's tired
I
playing
don't
out.
know.
He gets a week. He comes back fresh. We're solid. We're
Yeah,
running.
but my
You
thing
know.
is, all right. Everyone's like, I was looking on all these sites and apps, trying to see who the Lakers gonna get. Are they gonna make a trade? I seen Terrence Ross. I seen Alec Burks. I seen John Wall.
Oh,
I'm
they
seeing all
confirmed
these.
that.
Yeah, they confirmed. They ended up
Yeah.
confirming that hours later, right? But the Lakers didn't want to give up that first round pick from 2027. I guess Bronny's the future. I don't know, but
I mean, he's gonna be before that,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean,
Maybe little Bryce James. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. Right? I don't know. They're thinking LeBron's gonna play till he's 50 and he's gonna play with both his sons.
LeBron's got someone coming
I
2027.
don't know, but my thing is, all right. We kind of knew, all right. If Westbrook's gonna get traded, it's gonna be for John Wall, right? I was like,
Right.
you know what? At that point, might as well just keep Russell Westbrook. There's no point of trading for a guy. Similar play styles. I mean, might as well just ride it out at that point. John Wall
Very
hasn't
true.
played all year. We don't know what kind of shape he's in. We don't know. So I'm just like, all right, like I get it. Well, let's keep Russ. But I'm thinking, all right, you got Ken Bazemore, you got DeAndre Jordan, you got all these guys just sitting on the bench. They're just taking up space on the bench, honestly. That's what, in my personal opinion. They're just taking up
Well,
space.
it's a lot of big guys.
It's a lot of big, yeah, like
Yeah,
we
it's a
don't
lot of
need
big guys.
Jordan. I don't think we need DeAndre Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Bazemore only comes off the bench when the game's over, right? Same with Wayne
For whatever
Ellington.
reason,
Yeah.
when
Same
we
with
need to throw up threes,
yeah. Same for Wayne
basically.
Ellington. But like they're really not impacting the game good or bad. Like it's kind of like just a waste of space. Might as well bring in somebody that can help out right now because right now it just seems like the offense is just LeBron, AD, Malik Monk, and then the occasional Mark Carmelo will have a good game. You'll see Stanley Johnson kind of impact the game in a way,
Very
but
true.
like everyone else is kind of just like I don't know.
They're just there.
They're just
They're bodies
they're just
right
there
now.
exactly right. And
They're
then,
just
but even Dwight Howard when I mean they're using him in like role where the matchups fit him right. And when
right.
he's in there, he's affecting the game on defense right. Not so much offensively anymore, but it's kind of like all right when he's in the game, he's playing his role. He's doing what he's supposed to do, right? So it's kind of like all right, yeah, all right. We can keep Dwight. He does what he not complaining. He's just there. He's having a great time, and when he gets in, he does what he's supposed to do, right? But the fact that they didn't do a single thing, that they just lost yesterday to the rebuilding Blazers. We're gonna get to them too, but the
There we are.
rebuilding Blazers, right? They literally traded everybody. They traded CJ McCollum. They traded Larry Nance. They traded
We're getting to it already. Okay.
Covington. They traded who's the other guy? Norman Powell. Is that who it is? Went to the Clippers.
So I got it right here. Yeah. So Clippers acquire Powell, and Covington,
Right. Yeah. So
right?
and
And
those
then
were all
McCollum goes to the Pelicans. And I mean those are three solid players right there.
right there alone.
And then McCollum is borderline superstar.
Yeah, borderline. Oh, he's an all-star for sure. Borderline superstar. And it's like you lost. They don't have nobody. They have Nurkic. He's a solid player. And Anthony Simmons, whatever, however you pronounce his last name, he's having a good year. But like, is he going to be that guy when Leonard's back? And the Blazers are the Blazers say they're going for that superstar this summer. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know, but the fact that the Lakers lose to that team and don't make a single move going into the deadline is kind of just like it feels. If I mean, you see the interview from LeBron the other day, he does. They don't feel like they can. The Bucks are one of the teams to beat, right? And probably one of the favorites to make it to the finals again. And LeBron feels like we're not at that level. So it just feels like as a Laker fan like they're kind of just throwing in the towel a little bit. I don't know.
Do you wanna talk about any free agents coming up this year? If
Well,
we're
I
talking
mean
about superstars?
it's a if at this point because I think the majority of those guys are on their there are player options, all of them, so they all can
Yeah.
decide,
John
right?
Wall, Westbrook, Beal, and Irving's on
On options,
player
right?
options.
They're all
Yep.
player options, right? And then is
hmm
Harden? No, Harden might be one of those guys too.
Uh, I don't even think he's a free agent. I think he has
Okay,
maybe one more year.
okay, maybe it's
But
next year.
you know who I'm interested in?
Uh,
Zach Levine.
oh yeah, Levine too. Yeah, he's definitely one guy.
Yep.
Who
Gary Harris too. But
Gary
I
Harris.
mean, other than that, I mean, there's not that many. There's not that many superstars in next year's free agent. So I don't understand what the Lakers are doing. I don't know if they are waiting to see if this works out. I'm not sure if they're waiting to uh, fire the coach this year or, Vogel. Hopefully, I'd like him.
I
I
like
think he's
Vogel.
doing a good job,
Yeah,
you know,
I
but
mean,
what he's given,
yeah. I mean, in
you
what
know.
3 years? This is his third or fourth year.
I think it was the first year, right? Did he come with LeBron?
He might have
No, he
come,
was no LeBron 1 year, first year,
and
right?
then
And then
so
Vogel
Vogel
came
came and won
after.
the
So,
championship.
so I think this is third year, second year,
This is third year for sure.
third year.
Maybe
Okay.
four. Let's see. But I mean, he's done well. If it's these 2 years, right? Um, I mean, he won a championship. Whatever you think, whatever you think about that championship is your opinion. But it was 70 games played. Went into a bubble and
Isolation.
isolated and had to play. There's no other championship like it, you know?
You had to have a playoff before you had playoffs,
Yeah,
in my
exactly.
opinion. So I mean,
Yeah. So like
I don't think you can take that away from anybody.
no, definitely not. So I think um yeah. So he okay, oh yeah. So yeah, first year he won championship. So yeah, this is his third
Right,
year. So this is
third
his
year.
third. And then last
hmm
year we had top 5 defense, right?
Oh
In the
yeah, our
whole
defense was, yeah.
and
That's
top
what.
notch. That's what and we were the 7th seed like and that was with
And
LeBron.
you can't really blame him that last year. Like
What
AD got hurt,
AD was hurt most of the
LeBron
year.
was out majority of the year,
Yeah.
basically.
They came
Like it was
back
never
all
hundred
at the
percent.
end, and then AD gets hurt again in the playoffs, and you're just
Yep.
like, and even with those two being out, we were still top. They were still top 5 defense in the NBA.
Right.
Now, flip it over to this year where defense is terrible. But
Man, uh, I think it's just Russ.
yeah,
I think Dwayne Wade said it perfectly. I never liked Russ. I think he's just a stat packer and that's
uh,
it. But I think D Wade said it best. Like you got to pick and choose. Like when you're on the floor by yourself, there's no AD, no Braun, then you could be Russ.
yeah,
But I feel like he doesn't know how really kind of like
flip the
flip that
switch.
switch.
Yep.
He's just constantly, doing his own thing, and I feel like that's why he didn't work out. Obviously, you know, when
So you think he left? Do you think that's why KD left?
I think so.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
if you look at some of the shots like
yeah. Oh,
that
oh
he
yeah,
took
yeah,
in like crunch time,
yeah.
you want the ball in KD's hands. I
Of
don't
course,
care, you know.
KD is.
And
I mean,
then
the fact, other than the fact that he went to Golden State, KD is. That doesn't take away that KD is probably one of the top 5 players of this generation.
oh, for sure,
Yeah.
he's probably he's number one, probably the best scorer.
Oh, yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, he's up. Yeah,
You know, when he's
definitely.
healthy. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
if you take away if no injuries or anything like that, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's completely different story on him.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think he's just been out too long.
Yeah, too many injuries, kind of just,
People forget, like, out
Oh,
of
yeah.
sight, out of mind.
Yep, exactly. Yep. He's out
So
now. No one's really batting an eye. Everyone's focused on LeBron, or Giannis, John Morant.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Luka.
Yeah. So you're saying Russ is the problem? I mean, I can
Yeah, I
see
think
it. I
so. I
just
think
don't. From
Thunder, Houston,
it's
Lakers. Like,
from the moment the rumors started, Lillard to the Lakers. I was telling buddy, no, he's not gonna. Lillard is not gonna be a Laker. We don't have the assets to trade for Lillard.
we did.
We did, but not. I don't think we didn't have picks to give Portland.
No, definitely not.
That was our problem. We don't have the
Not
Lakers. Don't
well,
have any picks.
especially what they're doing now.
Yeah,
We see,
yeah.
that's what they were thinking. So
We don't have picks now to give to Portland for them to get Lillard off their team. I was like, if we're gonna trade for a point guard, we the Lakers, it's gonna be Westbrook, because he's a little bit older. He's from LA. We're gonna take him away from a franchise who's not in the best position in Washington, and it makes sense. It's a 2-year deal, and he can opt out after year 1.
forgot he was with Washington.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, here's Kuzma, here's Montrez, and here's KCP, and you give us Westbrook, which is like, all right, you hear big name, you see a superstar, and you're just like, all right, like, it could work. It's a big 3 on paper, right?
Right.
But then you think about it, the style of play. Russell always needed the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
We already have a guy who has a ball in his hands all the time, and he's arguably the best player to ever play basketball. LeBron James.
For sure. I would say that he's probably the best playmaker to play basketball.
Oh, yeah.
I think as far as like passing the ball and making guys better around him, he's probably the best one to do it. Hands down. So, but yeah, I just never liked it. I think that's why we're kind of messing up. I would have loved to see Westbrook leave.
And we gotta
for the deadline.
We gotta ride it out at least another.
I want to give him a
games.
chance. I want to give him a chance, but I just
let's see after the All-Star break. We'll give him 10. Let's give him 10 games after the All-Star break, and if it doesn't seem like the Lakers are like on this upward trend towards the playoffs, then we can slander that man till he can't.
No. But see, that's the problem. Why is it that, we made playoffs? Okay, no. I want championships.
Exactly. That's exactly
right?
what
so
I want.
It's not good enough for us just to make playoffs.
Oh, exactly. It's the Lakers.
Especially when we have LeBron on. We already missed 1 year of playoffs with LeBron. He only has 2 more years after this?
Yeah, they just
or 1 more year after this.
Him, right? Yeah, I think 1 more year after this year.
Right.
Something
so
like that.
Yeah.
What's the times now? Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And then once that's done, once LeBron's done, I mean, we have AD, but then we have to try to find people to build around him.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. I would have loved to. My biggest thing is I would have loved to just get rid of Westbrook, get some picks, maybe like at least salary cap and everything like that.
Decent, we could have done that. But the fact that he's playing so bad, there's nobody that wanted him.
If he tries to shoot another ball off the fucking backboard, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. All right, I'm telling you that right now. I'm sick of it. I can't stand it.
It's just hard to watch, and I'm a Westbrook fan. I'm a fan of Westbrook. You know, like he's from LA. We, as LA people, you want him to succeed, right? We're all from LA. I mean, his greatest high school game or the highest scoring high school game was against our high school. So it's kind of like, all right, like, dude, like, let you know, like, I'm rooting for this guy. He's from LA. I could rock with him. He went to UCLA. You know, he reps LA like you know, he knows where he's
And
from.
I was with it,
Yeah, you
you know.
know. And then it's like, but he's playing so bad. Like, I mean, he's playing 40 million, and he's sitting in the fourth quarter, and it's just like, ah, like I know why he's sitting in the fourth, like, but it hurts because it's like, dude, you should be playing those minutes, and you're not because you're playing so bad right now.
I
Like,
mean, I love where his heart was at, you
yeah,
know, coming to LA, wanting to bring a championship,
yep.
you know, hometown. I love it, you know. Just not working out for him.
It's
And I
not.
loved how we went from deadline to this talking shit about Westbrook.
And it's just, yeah. I
But
mean, it's not so much.
this is the frustration,
It's just
man. This
frustrating,
is the
and it's just
frustration.
the
We
frustration
see
of
it
like, all right,
game after game after game.
and it comes from like, all right, like you're gonna keep Russ, like get some more guys to help, like
At least some shooters, man.
some shooters,
We
spread
need
the
some
floor a little bit,
shooters.
because I hate to see Westbrook and THT on the floor at the same time. Like, I feel like they're like Westbrook is this guy, and THT is the same style. He's just like not a big of a name as Westbrook. So it's like you have these two guys on the court together and they're trying to do the same thing. Like, bro, it's not gonna work. Give Westbrook some guys to pass to. Give him some guys to knock down some shots. Like, at least if he's not scoring, all right, that's fine. But if he's dishing 15, 16 assists a game, getting 8, 9 boards, like he's affecting the games in other way, then I'm like, all right, yeah, that's fine. But the fact that he's not doing that, it makes everything else look terrible, right? I can take him shooting 3 for 11, whatever it was he shot the last game.
Mm.
If he has 15 assists, on the side, it's like, all right, like I mean, he's getting other guys involved. He's getting other
But
guys open
see,
shots.
but that's the thing. If we wanted that, we could have just kept Rondo.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah,
You know,
yeah, I get what you're
right?
saying.
Right? Like
I get what you're
that's
saying.
the thing.
Yeah. All right.
You know, it's
Yeah.
like
All right. I mean,
it's so frustrating.
it's
I don't
frustrating.
want to talk about it
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, yeah. We're
Let's
done
move
with
on.
we're done with
Let's move
Lakers and
on.
the Westbrook. Let's move on. Blazers we
Porzingis.
kind of mentioned. Oh, the Porzingis, right?
Porzingis was a huge one.
Porzingis going to the Wizards. I was kind of shocked. I mean, because Porzingis is like a 4 or 5 kind of guy. I mean, I guess I'm assuming Washington's going to use him as a 5. You have
Spread it
Kuzma.
out.
You have Kuzma at the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm assuming Beal's going to run a 1 or 2 with
Mm-hmm.
KCP on the floor. And they got rid of
I don't know
Harrell.
who their
Montrezl
yeah, I don't know
Harrell
who
went.
their fifth guy is, but
I know it was Dinwiddie, but they traded him to. That was
mm-hmm.
part of. He went to Dallas, right?
True.
So it's like, it's I like. I mean, the only thing that I think that's holding Porzingis back really is just he's always injured.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
He's always injured,
You know,
man. It's like,
he's a liability.
yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like,
Like
so I
I
was kind of I was shocked when I seen that Dallas was trying to move him because I felt like him and Luka kind of worked well together. And I mean that year they almost took out the Clippers.
yeah,
It was
but
them
I
too.
mean a lot of that was just Luka carrying.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
But
don't think
even
Porzingis
but
really
when they
showed up in that playoff
I bet
in the
no
playoffs really.
Porzingis when Porzingis did show up, they were beat. That's the games they were winning.
Right.
So
But
it's kind of
then,
like
but yet again, like
when he
what you
showed
got
up.
to,
Yeah,
yeah, when he showed up, you
yeah,
know, because other games he didn't, and if
yeah.
he just did
The
three
whatever.
fourths of what he did in the other games,
Oh yeah,
they
they probably win that
probably win
series.
that series. Yeah,
Yeah,
no problem. You
definitely.
know, and
But
then he was constantly hurt, and I don't feel like it was a good fit. Like on paper, I feel
oh
like
yeah,
when I first saw that, I was like, oh, they got Porzingis and they got
Luca.
uh Luca. Like they basically got like Dirk 2.0
Yeah,
for the most part, you know, and it just never really worked out for him,
not really. Yeah,
you
kind of,
know. So
kind
I
of.
mean, I kind of saw I kind of saw that coming. Um, but like it, I think it was just they wanted to get rid of it. They wanted to get rid of him. They really wanted to have to deal with it, and then they still wanted to start fresh.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel for
um,
Porzingis. I hope he does well. Stay
I,
healthy.
I
Shoot.
I loved him with the Knicks. I thought he was gonna take the Knicks somewhere, but
The unicorn.
you know,
Yep. And then going back to the Blazers, right? The rebuild. It's kind of
right?
hard to see Lillard in that. I mean, they say that this summer. My thing is, all right, Lillard got abdominal surgery. They were still kind of in that playing. They're still kind of in that playing spot, like where they can win and then be in the playing. So I'm assuming Lillard's not coming back this season. They're just gonna let him
I don't think
rest,
so, right?
right? Because
Okay,
they're
so
saying this summer we're gonna try to get a superstar.
right, we talked about it yesterday.
Yeah,
How many years do you think Lillard's been in the NBA?
like
Top of your head.
it's 2022. I would say at least 8 years.
Yep, you would be right. I think this is going to be his 10th year. He was drafted 2012, so ninth year, right?
Okay.
Because it'll be 2012, 2013 season.
Yeah. So yeah, ninth year.
So ninth year.
That's a guy. My favorite
He's
player, man.
31, man.
That's my favorite player, man. I want to see him win at least once.
But yet again, they're saying they're going to go after a superstar.
But you don't know if those superstars are gonna opt out.
You don't one there's so all right. Do you want to hear the ones that don't have any opt outs that are going to
Yeah,
be free agents?
yeah.
So the top one is going to be Gary Harris,
Don't want him. Doesn't fit that
Zach
mold.
Levine, Zach Levine,
Probably gonna re-sign with the Bulls.
most likely, Dragic,
Old. I don't want him.
Ricky Rubio.
Just coming off knee.
Yep,
He's done.
and he's old.
Yeah.
Iguodala. I'll be surprised if anyone fucking signs him.
He'll be back with the Warriors on a vet min. If that.
Possibly. No.
Or retiring.
Thaddeus Young,
Don't want him.
Patrick Beverly, Joe Ingles, Torian Prince,
Just stop. I don't.
Nurkic. Yeah, it's
Nurkic's probably gonna go back to play with his boy.
right. Right. I mean, where are the superstars here? I like it sounds great, and I think that's something they're just telling the fans, like, "Oh, we're going after a superstar."
Oh yeah.
I mean, unless they make a huge trade with all the picks that they got,
Yeah.
I don't see them looking. That's probably the best.
Who and where? Don't think Philly's gonna trade
I mean, what would they need?
Right. Philly's not gonna trade that way. Harden that way. They just traded 2 picks.
I wouldn't even want.
I
Harden.
mean, unless you get your picks back, yeah. But I wouldn't even want Harden then.
I mean, what would they go? Big guy?
I mean, you got Nurkic.
Or would they do like wing?
A wing guy, I would say like a forward. If you can pull Tatum or Jaylen Brown from Boston.
I don't think Boston wouldn't.
I mean, it wouldn't, but I would. I would.
For picks?
Huh?
For picks? Because they don't have anybody.
If I'm Boston, I get rid of Jaylen Brown and get some picks or some valuable. Because I feel like they're winning. They're a playoff team year in year and then year out, but they're not a championship team. And I think it's because Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are two guys like I don't know. I don't think it works. I mean, if I'm Portland, I'm giving a call.
But yet again, I feel like it's going to be like the Thunder. When you had Harden, you had Westbrook, you had Durant, and they kept on trying, and then they all left, and it's like now we're looking at like, damn, what if they would have stayed? Like, because I think they all flourished after that.
Yeah, but it's not. Also, it's like, are they gonna flourish if they're holding each other back? I mean, you've seen the spurts, right? You've seen the spurts, right?
That's true. Because I mean, Harden, once he left, he flourished, and same thing with basically Westbrook. I would say, right? That's when he had his best seasons. Was when he was the guy at OKC, right? So, I mean, that's. I mean, you're trading Jaylen Brown. You're not trading Tatum.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I would trade him. I would definitely trade him.
I mean,
if I'm being honest, I would trade him.
if I'm being honest, I wouldn't have traded McCollum.
I mean, I wouldn't have traded McCullum, but
I think they had probably arguably the best front court there.
oh yeah, definitely one of the. I mean, besides Curry and Clay, yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, true. But I mean,
yeah,
Clay was gone for like 2 years.
yeah.
Uh, so
And look at him now. He's back. He's
yeah, I
back,
know.
baby.
And he's balling.
He's balling. He's
I love
back.
to see it. Warriors are gonna go down again, like 3, 4, 5 in a row. Calling it.
I hope not. I mean, shoot, but we'll
You
see.
know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be like Warriors and Bucks.
Again, Warriors and Bucks this year. I don't know.
It's gonna be like the cat. It's gonna be like Cavs and Warriors, but like Bucks and
Oh,
Warriors.
Bucks and Warriors. You don't think the Suns maybe? You don't think we
No,
see Suns Bucks again? The Suns are hot right now.
yeah, but CP3 is like old.
I mean, you can say
I don't,
that the
and
same
and I don't
for
think and I don't think Booker's that type of guy to take on the whole. You
they'll
know,
take it on after he leaves.
no.
I mean,
After he got in an argument with a Raptor, I saw him a whole different light. Okay,
I mean,
he started arguing,
they
and I was
just
like, no.
they won by 24 today against the Bucks.
Yeah,
I mean, it's regular
it's not
season.
gonna happen all the time.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a 7 game series. They're not doing that
Giannis never came
constantly.
back in. He still
You
got
know.
18 points. That son of a gun. Anyways,
Oh, he didn't get you. Oh,
it's
God.
all right. It's all right. Anyways, but
I mean, other than those,
they got to trade for
I mean,
somebody. The Blazers got to trade for somebody. They're gonna.
yes, but
I mean, is
who
Kyrie
like
gonna
who
leave?
can
I don't
on?
think Kyrie's
I
gonna
mean,
leave. I mean, who knows? I mean, he might. Who knows what Kyrie wants to
dude,
do?
did you see Durante?
Oh,
My boy looks like he wants out.
he might be out. Yeah, definitely.
I think he's
But he
out.
signed that fat contract, didn't he?
Yeah, but I think he's just gonna be like, "Yo, I want to trade
Portland.
to Portland." Hey, you heard it here first. All right, they
We're
got
gonna
all those
look back
picks.
when
They got all
February
those
10th.
picks. If I was the Nets, I would get like half of those picks.
And then that means Kyrie would opt out,
Yeah,
and then Ben
he's
Simmons would
he's
be the
halfway
guy
opt
in
out.
Brooklyn.
He's halfway opt out. He's playing half the games. Might as well. If I'm the Nets, I don't want to deal with that
If
either. I
Russell
want,
opts out, Kyrie comes to LA to play with us. You take that?
bro. No,
You don't take Kyrie with AD and LeBron?
are they like back together?
Who,
Did
Kyrie and
they make
LeBron?
up? Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
obviously. Yeah, at that point, yeah.
Oh man, I don't know.
But it wouldn't even matter because LeBron would just win, probably take a pay cut the year after, and he just Kyrie and AD show. Build around them two. What's
I
Kyrie,
mean,
like 26, 27?
it's true. He's
Around
still
this,
pretty
they're
young.
probably around the same age as AD.
Is that crazy, bro? He's arguably like just hitting his prime.
Definitely. What is he? Kyrie.
I think he's like
Kyrie
28,
is
29.
29. He'll be
Yeah.
30. He'll be 30
So he's like middle of
next
his
month.
prime.
Yeah.
Technically, you hit your prime at 28.
Yeah.
I don't know who said that, but I mean,
Shush. I'm almost there. I mean, AD's 28, turning 29, so yeah, he's just in his prime.
I just turned 27. I haven't hit my prime yet.
Hey, boss. You got one more year, bud.
Can't wait.
Can't,
Can't wait.
can't wait for the ride, huh?
Can't wait. That's when I get my super instinct.
Oh, man. Any other
Just,
trades
just
we need to talk about, dude?
yes. There's this one. This one really hurt me when I saw this one.
Which one is that? I'm blanking out on what. Those are the two.
Come on.
The
I
three
think
biggest
you know
trades.
me. You know me well enough to know this one hurt me.
I mean,
Hit me in the
Jared
heart.
Dudley's a coach already, so I mean, who else? Who else in the league are you worried about? Kwame Brown's out.
My boy.
Your boy Kwame Brown is out.
My boy's been out.
Who's your guy?
Bobo.
Oh, Bull.
Got
My
traded to
boy,
the Magic.
Bull. He
Got
got
traded
traded
to the
again,
Magic.
right? That's his third time getting traded. Second time getting traded. Third team in this year. My boy Bull from Oregon.
To the Magic.
For what?
They shipped him to the retirement home. He's down in Florida
Wait,
playing
he
golf.
was on the Nuggets, right?
No,
Nug-
Celtics.
Nuggets to Celtics, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then Celtics to Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Moved PJ Dozier and Bobo to Magic, and
For
cost
who?
cutting deal.
And who did the Celtics get?
I will tell you right now, full details.
Because if it's not Wendell Carter, then why? Or any bigs? I mean, they already have Wendell Carter Jr. Don't then whatever.
Well, they're both out for the season. Okay, a future second, and cash.
Okay, so I guess that makes.
We could
I'm
we
guessing
could have got
Bobo
him
might be on
for
this last year.
a box of chocolate and a sweet tea.
Because doesn't the Magic don't they have Mo Bamba and Wendell Carter? So they
I think
got
so.
bigs, and they got the Wagner brothers.
Yeah, I don't know what he's out for the season for, but he's
Probably
out for
his
the
knee,
season.
probably a knee. You know, being that damn tall, dude.
He probably has that Yao Ming treatment, huh?
Just like I don't know, man. Bobo, man. I feel like that was a steal for the Nuggets. The Nuggets got steals on those in those drafts. They got Michael Porter Jr.
Oh,
at
for
what
sure.
13 or 14. He
Yeah,
was supposed to be the number one pick that year, and then they got Bobo like in the second round when he was supposed to be a first round pick.
yeah.
I can't believe that they were coming off the bench at one point.
Oh, both of them, huh?
Yeah. That was the guy you're sad about, my boy
Yeah.
Bobo. What do you
He's
think?
on to another team, dude. They're not giving him a chance this
I mean, the Magic are
at this
young.
point.
They're young. They got a young team. They got Cole Anthony. They got Mo Wagner and Franz Wagner and Wendell Carter. That'll be hopefully. I mean, I don't
And
know anybody that wants
then
to go to Orlando to rebuild that
nobody wants to
team.
go to Orlando.
They get their guys in the draft. That's why Dwight and Shaq left, huh?
Pretty much. And then I think that's about it. I
No.
mean, other than I think those three, and then obviously Bobo,
All right,
heartbreaker.
since we're in
That's
trade deadline, let's end it
trade
on this.
deadlines.
Who do you think is getting traded this summer then?
I think Nets are going to fall apart. I think they're both leaving.
That's your big call, yeah. KD, right? To Portland.
KD and Kyrie.
Well, Kyrie could opt out, so. But you're
Yeah,
saying
I think he's for
this
sure leaving.
summer, KD,
KD wants out.
he's traded.
He does
He's
not
getting
look happy, bro.
He's getting traded. Did you see the when they asked him when he's coming back and he said no?
No.
He
Yeah.
just said no.
I don't think he's coming back.
No, definitely not.
I don't. I whether it's injury related or whatever. I honestly don't think he's going to play this year. I
Interesting.
think he's done.
Portland it is, baby. KD's getting
Maybe
traded.
maybe he
I'm
just
telling
comes
you.
to LA.
I'm telling you. I think Boston moves Jaylen Brown. That's my move.
That's your move.
Jaylen Brown. He's going somewhere. I don't know if it's Portland, but it might be. I feel like that's the move they got to make. I think Tatum's the guy. I think Tatum is
For
the guy.
that, he's been the guy.
He's the face. He is the face. All right. And that'll do it for this episode of the Duck Duck Bros. Let us know what you guys think. Do you think the Lakers did the right thing of trading nobody and just keeping it, riding it out? Or do you think the Nets finessed the Sixers? Do you think KD wants out? Robert thinks he's going to Portland this summer in a trade.
I said Portland. You said Portland.
Well, he thinks
You
he's
said
getting traded. Do you think KD's out? Let us
He's
know.
out. He's not going to play this year.
Let us know.
He's done.
Let us know what you guys think. Peace.